Hey everybody, this is John Grauman from the Grauman Rosenfeld Group at the agency, here with my first market update of 2025. I have purposely held off on doing a market update to this point, just in the wake of the devastating wildfires that we experienced last month. The city is still trying to come to grips with what's happened and find a path forward to rebuild. A lot of questions in terms of how this is going to impact the housing market. Frankly, it's a story that's still being written. On the west side of LA, obviously we have seen a tremendous uptick in a demand for housing from families that have been displaced. Most of that demand is still for short-term rentals. People just want a place where they can go to try to reassess, regroup, work through their insurance policy, and decide where they're going to go next. There are certainly buyers that have entered the market, but I want to put that in perspective. It's still a relatively small percentage of people relative to the number of homes that were lost that have the means to purchase right now without first reconciling their insurance policy and or selling their home. Now, east of the 405 or over the hill into the valley, yes, we are seeing some impact from the fires, but not nearly to the extent of what's happening on the west side. I think that some of that has been overinflated, and we'll know in the coming months as this plays out how much that continues to sort of saturate into the rest of the city. Nevertheless, it has compelled both buyers and sellers to come off the market. Buyers are feeling a sense of a threat of competition, so they're coming off the sideline, and starting to take action faster because they're afraid that more buyers will enter the market, which will create more competition and drive prices up. And opportunistic homeowners are finding that this might be a good time to sell. So the market is starting to gain some momentum, even despite the fact that we haven't seen the lower interest rates we were hoping to this year. That was the great hope for 2025. Everyone was very optimistic we were going to be in a lower interest rate environment, and that hasn't happened. We've actually seen rates tick up a little bit. So people's purchasing power has kind of stayed at where it was, and the prospect for the rest of the year is that rates are probably going to hold where they are. So again, I don't expect people's purchasing power is really going to change, but as we ramp up into the spring selling season, looks like we're going to have a lot more activity. So for those of you out there watching this and monitoring it like I am, my one piece of advice to you is don't try to predict the future. This is all unfolding in real time, and these are uncharted territories that we're entering into. So let's all stay informed, let's all stay in touch, and I'll be in touch with you with another update soon.